Phinze wakhethwa ukuthi abe ngumholi wephathi lebusaka kulela live African National Congress. Kanti-ke uMengameli Ramaphosa ucumbe phansi izwe limkhize njengoba uthole emavoti langu-2,476 bese kuthi Mkhize yena wathola emavoti langu-1,897. Ramaphosa-ke nguye lotawuhola lephathi elikhethwe nomengameli eminyakeni wa-2024. Kanti-ke singakhohlane ukuthi uMengameli Ramaphosa ubhekene netinsolo tenkohlakalo kulandzela ukuthi itigebengu tebeyimali lenganga 580,000 wemadola asemelika efamini lakhe iPhalaphala Farm. Kanti-ke labanye labakhethiwe bafaka ekhathi ifikile embalula lo ngu-Secretary General kanye-ke naGwede Mantashe lobuyele esikhundleni sakhe sa-National Chairperson. Indaba leti mangalisela abaningi leti itolwe eNingizimu Afrika ngesikhathi kuchubeka lona lukhetho lwe-top 7. Asike buketa kabanti leto lethamba imbili kulamanye mave singakachubeka nje nehlelo twakhumbuka ukuthi umsakazo Eswatini TV besolo uchuba nemsebenzi wema-fan parks lapho khona bekuhlangana sive noma ke ama-fans ebhola lapho bekafika abukele ibhola kanye khona uphethile ke ngelisonto kulembela somva lesuka ke njengoba nje ibhola iFIFA World Cup iphelile. Umsakazo ke utithombe Eswatini TV bobambisene netinhlangano letiningi lifaya ekhathi KFC naletinye tinhlangano kuba lolu hlelo tikhulume ke tibetinenge kuleyo msebenzi lifaya ekhathi yena CEO akhuluma kabanti njengawo lama fan parks experience. Sitandlelela nje iclip yakhe ngaphambi kokuthi singene tindzaba ntate food ekucala lapha ke namhlahlelweni nje sitawukhulumisana nakhethiwe Mhlongo Sales and Marketing Officer ka DSTV kunetinhlelo letinsha letawucala eminyakeni lotako tinhlelo ke leti lifaya ekhathi either wife tifaya ekhathi Real Housewives of Durban kanye naletinye sidekhulumisana naye kuvaka abantu ukuthi ingabe mhlawumbe titawucala nini kahle nasibuka nje ama dates sive kabantu ke ngema specials ama decoder labanawo eminyakeni lotako sabe sikhulumisana naye nga7:30 kebanyela singake ngeni etindzabeni asesive CEO losabambe kuba ngu-CEO Eswatini TV Baba Andreas Dlamini akhuluma kabantu ngawo ama-fan parks.
Cha sing Eswatini TV isibonga lelithuba emaswatini lokho ukuthi sabuthola lelithuba ukuthi iWorld Cup idlalela eQatar kodwa siyilanze siyibuyise la ekhaya site siyibukele silakhaya singemaswati even lemaswati ithi ke seyikhona isemakhaya baye bathi ke imnanzi na uyibukela ungakahlala uwedvana unalabanye ni socializer nicoca nihlatiye kahle kuba kuhle lapho kungakho ke lapho ke Eswatini TV endele lithuba lalama fan parks ema-fan parks ke siwenda nje siyacala lokuwenda kepha ke sinenvokodo lokho ukuthi ahambe tonke letindzawo ahamba kahle aba impumelelo size namhla siyahlangana sekulilanga lekugcina le-final ye-World Cup siyajabula lokho ukuthi staff sethu sakaSwatini TV nabo bonke bophathina labasibambisile ukuthi siyende size sifike lamhla elangene lemancamo labo labathola ithuba lekuhlangana kanye nathi babe nathi la fan park sila Prince of Wales nabo balitholele lothuba sibukele kanye so siyabonga amaswati sive sembabane sibonge sithokotele sikanye thank you very much.
Sicela kubonga singu-Minister of ICT sibonga kakhulu kumphanefu lokungiswazi TV ngalendlela labamisele nayo nalabanye ama-partners akhe. Sicela ukubona nama-partners aSwazi TV sibonga kakhulu silitiko leMinistry ICT nale fan park experience nje siyacala kuyibona siyayifokotela kakhulu. Yes.
Asibenguyeke Macanjana Motoloyo lebekakhulumela litiko letekwatisa netekuchumana kubonga nje sive samaswati ngokuthi siusekele lo msebenzi bokubukela ibhola kanye 6 minutes after 6 asiphathele temayitse sitaba sathethe indzaba tethu.
I do the most. Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store. We're good together.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Asimze sinivusele sekumukele nawo lo sanza kusivulela sidabu kade indzaba futhi amhla ehlelweni. Indvuna yelitiko letemisebenzi lemkhulu nekuthutha sikhulundla Lihlaza Ndwandwe ithi tetakhiwo tingumgogodla wetentfutfuko yelive. Indvuna beyikhuluma ngesikhathi yetfula emalunga elibandla le-Construction Industry Council ngeMsombuluko.
Ngekugunyatwa ngumthetho lotawubona kwakhiwa kwelibandla letawungamela tindzaba tetakhiwo lapha eveni, i-Construction Industry Council Act wemnyaka wa 2013, indvuna yetiko letemisebenzi lemikhulu nekutfutsa sikhulu Lihlaza Ndwandwe sethule libandla lesitsatfu le-Construction Industry Council. Indvuna ithi lelibandla lidzinga kusebenta lilandzela imigomo yalomthetho kute tetakhiwo tindlondlobale eveni njengoba tingumgogodla wentfutfuko yelive.
Asisebente ngekubambisana sibukele le sector ukuze leti tetakhiwo eveni titondlondlobala. Kungavumelani kwethu etindzabeni tsite kufanele sibe sicabanga ukuthi le industry ke yona siyayakhela yini noma siyicekela phasi siyehlisela sithundi. Umlayeto nje lengathi ngingawubhekisa ngicale kuso sihlalo salo lelibandla kuyana ku onke emalunga alelibandla ukuthi siyawusebenta ngekweluswa ngiwo lo mthetho lekuthiwa i-Construction Industry Act.
Sihlalo walelibandla Sandile Makhubu wethembisile ukuthi lelibandla litawusebentela ukuthuthukisa luhlangoso lwetakhiwo.
Ngiyalethemba lelibandla leli ukuthi sitawukhona lokho ukuthi le mandate lesinikwa yona i-act sikhona lokho ukuthi simane sifulfile kulesikhathi lesinaso lo 4 years.
Lamalunga atawuba sehhovisi iminyaka lemine kanti afaka ekhathi nolwazi Dlamini lolisekela lasihlalo bese emalunga kuba nguMariana Pullen, Percy Mazibuko, Bambo Kunene, Lawrence Beksisa Mavimbela, Vincent Dlamini kanye na Maxwell Sithole. Etindzabeni Eswatini TV kubika samkeliswe khoza kunasikhumbuzo Dlamini eMbabane.
Umcondzisi wetekulima Nelson Mavuso uthi lizingane linani lamasimu lalinywe eveni alijabulisi. Mavuso uthi kulesikhathi lesi kumele ngabe emasimu lamanyenti sekacetsiswa kuhlakulwa.
Litiko letekulima lithi lizinga lekulima nenombolo yemasimu lalinyiwe kulesikhathi lesi alijabulisi. Umcondzisi wetekulima Nelson Mavuso uthi kulesikhathi lesi kufanele ngabe balimi bacetsela kuhlakula. Uthi leli zinga leliphansi libangwa tizatfu letahlukene kufaka ekhatsi timvula wase ukhuthaza abalimi ukuthi basebenzise naletinye tindlela tekulima kufaka ekhatsi kulima ngekonga phecelezi conservation agriculture.
Kwethu ukukhuthaza nje balimi ukuthi kuze sitokwathi uachieve i-food security wonke umhlaba lolimekakho akufakwe silimo. Umbila number 1 kulamalanga nje ngoba isikhathi sesivele sesingathi sigabuzele asale sithi faka nathi inhlanyelo letiphuthuma bayamemedela laba labatithengisa bathi kunalenye lethatha 91 days lenye ithatha 120 days lenye hamba 134 days kuletho tinhlanyelo leto lesikukhuthaza ukuthi balimi abasale bavala letikhala letisele ngoba vele kunesikhala lesikhulu. Secondly kulesizathu sekuthi litulu line kakhulu kubhabhile emasimini akukholeki kulimeka as long as emanda ngekho ngetulu kwemhlabathi wakho kuneletinye indlela tebuchwepheshe tekulima bathi kulima ngekonga conservation agriculture ngiyo lesiyibuka ukuthi ilithuba kubalimi ndawubekisa nje nathi tindzawo letinesitsakeni na imhlaba lemnyama leba nelibumba loluningi lapho sikhuluma singangeni khona laline kakhulu uphinze nasekomile komise kakhulu ngito tindzawo lesitikhutsadako leti ukuthi asipracticeni lobuchwephesha lesibufundisako ongemalanga.
Mavuso ukhutsate nekuthi balimi bathintsane nebalimisi emimangweni bangameli ukuthi timvula tiphele kanti kulesikhathi sekulima lesiphelile live laseSwatini likhicite emathani embila latinkulungwane letilikhulu nemashumi lamabili nesikhombisa 127,000 metric tons. Atindzabeni te-Eswatini TV kubika Samkelisiwe Khoza nasikhumbuzo Dlamini eMbabane.
Longcusele live lemelika kuleli Jean Maloney uthi wonke umfana kufanele ukuthi ajabule abenekwe kudlala lokwanele kulesikhathi lesi sakhisimusi. Maloney bekakhuluma ngesikhathi yamasosha ema-Marines elive lemelika anikela ngekudlala kubantfwana endzaweni yekunakekela abantfwana bendlunkulu iNyonyane Care Point.
Kuchubeka nekwanzisa livangeli lekupha kulesikhathi sekujabula sakhisimusi emasotsha ema-Marines elive lemelika sikanikelele indzawo yekunakekela abantfwana bendlunkulu iNyonyane Neighborhood Care Point ngekudlala kwebantfwana phecelezi toys. Longcusele live lemelika kuleli Jean Maloney akhuluma kulomsebenzi uthi sikhathi sakhisimusi sikhathi sekujabula ngako nebantfwana kufanele bajabule badlale.
We're absolutely thrilled to be able to bring a message of hope and joy and hopefully lift in the festive season, make it more joyful for the children of this care center.
Umphathi wala masotsha ema-Marines kuleli Master Sergeant Modesto Garcia uthi kungumsebenzi wabo kwanzisa luthando nenjabulo kubantfwana.
It's such a special day, being able to put smiles on children's faces, being able to spread that joy and happiness for the holiday season.
Thishela kule ndzawo Thandeka Gametse yena utibongele.
Kude toswashathe inhlitiyo from COVID. Ngoma sidonse hayi nga0. Besibona ukuthi siya ku closure. Singenakudla, singena toys, singenalutho nje educational wise kubhetha.
Lokwe kudlala kwebantfwana lamasotsha ema-Marines akunikele ngaphansi kwehlelo lwabo lwe-Toys for Tots lokunikelela abantfwana kwekudlala lolwaqala ngeminyaka wa-1947. Etindzabeni te-Eswatini TV kubika Samkelisiwe Khoza nasikhumbuzo Dlamini ezulwini.
Lobukela uhlangothi lwetehlakalo ehhovisini leliPinland Vunankulu Zandile Mavuso uthi luhlelo lwetekulima lusita emakhaya langemakhulu lasihlanu. Uthi lamakhaya atfola tinhlanyelo bacashelwe tikulumba tekulima labanye batfola nemfuyo.
Lohlelo lwaqala eminyakeni lophelile lapho khona kwazuza emakhaya lahola abantwana lebakadza ngemakhulu amathathu nemashumi lasihlanu. Lobukela lwetehlakalo ehhovisini leliPinland Vunankulu Zandile Mavuso uthi Sichojeni Foundation World Vision Eswatini bafaka imali esigidi semalangeni ngamunye wabese uhulumende ufaka imali engetulu kwetigidi letimbili temalangeni.
Labanye lapho timvula tingasikahle khona sibathengela timbuti letimbili ukuthi batifuye batalela batawukhona ke kuthengisa bathole kudla. Lengakusho nje ukuthi sibasita ngani labantfana kusho sibathengela i10 kg yenhlanyelo yembila, 10 kg yenhlanyelo yemabhontshisi, bese sibathengele emasaka lamabili amanyolo nemasaka lamabili amakhabeni nalokho ekufutha ke tilokatana. Siyesibese ke sibabhadalela sigulumbe ma-hour 2 ukuthi sibalimele bona nje betanemandla abo la kulo msebenzi. Lesikhuthata kakhulu ukuthi phela bomakhelwane nebantu bemango bamane babasite labantwana.
Kulembela sonto lephelile eliPinland Vunankulu Themba Masuka ngetisebenta lelihhovisi betikatse balimela imidli esihlanu etindzabeni kubika Fortune Dlangamandla. Ilasimuva shongo letinye titfombe titfolakele ehhovisini leliPinland Vunankulu ehlangothini letekuchumana.
Lihhovisi lalonxusela live laseNgilandi kuleli seliceceshe insha lengemashumi lasithupha nemfica ngaphansi kwenkhundla yaka lobamba kwetebhizinisi. Lonxusele live laseNgilandi kuleli Simon Boyden uphinze wasukumisa ngalokusemthethweni lihhovisi lamabhizinisi kule nkhundla lelisendzaweni yakaBhelina.
Lelihhovisi letemabhizinisi elivule endzawoni yakaBhelina linabongcondomshini labane kanye ne-internet. Lonxusele live laseNgilandi kuleli Simon Boyden uthi bahlose kwakhe ematfuba emisebenzi kuleli.
We create the opportunities for small business people with that entrepreneurial spirit to get off the ground, to get started. economies aren't built from the top down, they tend to be built from the bottom up. So these are, this stage, micro enterprises, but hopefully tomorrow there'll be small businesses and then maybe medium-sized businesses. Not only will that be to the benefit of the founders, but ultimately, of course, they will employ other people.
Ilunga lePhalamende lenkundla kalobamba Allen Stewart uthi labantu labasha batawusekelwa ngetimali.
Sina sokufundzele ngebhizinisi sizandataba ukuthi ke with yena all out involved ukuthi baqaseke nemali yokukickstart lamabhizinisi. So kutawuvala le gap yekuthi babe idle bayiyo.
Umfunzi lomunye walabekade bafundiswa ngetemabhizinisi Siboniso Khumalo ukuthi basitakele kakhulu ngalokuqeqeshwa kutemabhizinisi.
Lesikufundzile la ukuthi na utawenda ibhizinisi umuntu uyayicabange lokwati kwenta lo msebenzi lokufundza lo msebenzi kanike kuningi naso ukuthi ucala ibhizinisi lokufuna ukuthi ukwati kurana le business kuregister yale nkampani nekuthi ke utawukhula kanjani into lethi lokufuna ukuthi ucabange ungakayi nje kuyojaha kusebenza. So le program lena kulapho la isithe khona yazivula nemehlo.
Indvuna yenkundla kalobamba Abraham Bhembe ukuthi atayisha yalenkundla ukuthi ayibambe emathuba ekufundzeni ibhizinisi njengaloku kuvuleke kunoma ngubani etindzabeni kubika Fortune Dlangamandla ngilasimova shonge sesizulwini.
Lobukete kumaketha ebandleni letekuvakasha Siboniso Madloba ukutsatha sibe ukuthi sisaphuma siya etindzaweni tekungcebeleka kulamaholide akhisimusi asisebentise labo labaqeqeshiwe labatatiko tindzawo tekungcebeleka eveni ema-tour operators kude batawukhona ukuvakashela tindzawo lebesingade sitivakashele. Madloba kuvete lokhu ngesikhathi yachaza ukuthi umkhankaso wakhetha Eswatini lowethulwe indvuna yetekuvakasha enyangeni lephelile usahamba kahle.
Into esayiphakanyiselwa indvuna nakucala inyanga yelweti mhla ka-1 November. So uze kube nyalo le campaign ihamba kahle kakhulu ngoba eMaswati sikufundile ukuthola lithuba lokuthi siwakhuthade ukuthi avakashele indzawo talapha eSwatini. Lokhu ngilona hlelo lethu lokuthi eMaswati yasenda ihlelo lokuthi kuleti ndzawo kulama holiday akhisimusi abhekaphi. Sithi ke thina akakhethe eSwatini kube ngiwe la ndzawo lathambela. Siphindze sabambisana naleti ndzawo tekuvakashela lokhu ngilama tourism establishments. Wona ke asisita la ekutheni akhiphe loluhla lemisebenzi noma yema specials la khona kuleti ndzawo tekuvakashela ikakhulu lamalanga akhisimusi. So sikhanza kusemsebenzi osahamba kahle kakhulu. Kepha ke lokhu ngikona kukhulu sikhethe ukuthi kule 2022 eMaswati akathi nakavakasha asebenzise ema-packages ema-tour operators. Lokho ke kusisita ekutheni wena njengathi impela na usuka la uthi uyakumaguga ngiyabekisa utawundlula indzawo incumbi la ndleleni uzuyofika le kumaguga aphinze ubuye. Kanti le tour operator itakusita ukuthi ngalesikhathi uya le kumaguga ungendlula emaloloja wethi canopy tour ungendlula eHawani ugibele emahashi. Kepha indzaba tekuphepha vele cishe kuba ngito leti hamba embili nyalo nasikhuluma kusebenzisa lama-tour operators. So angisho ukuthi yebo kuba lula ukuthi le tour operator ibe seseyanibambisa.
Munye wabasolwa emacaleni ekuchumiswa nekugcekezwa kwemishina yemali sewuthole imvumo yokutokela ngaphandle enkantolo yamanje eMbabane. Losibambe kuba ngumantshi lomkhulu Sifiso Vilakati unikele indani izitha ibheyili yemali letinkulungwane letisihlanu emalangeni.
Tanzithu ubhekene amacala ali-12 kulawo la-17 lababhekene nabo labathathu labaye laboshwe nabo amnika imvume yokutokela ngephandle losobambe kuba ngumantshi lomkhulu enkantolo yabomantshi eMbabane. Sifiso Vilakati uthi umbuso uvumile ukuthi nawo uyati ukuthi izithu ungilophathekile. Wathi umbuso futhi akasiphikisanga sicelo sekutokela ngephandle kwemsolwa. Vilakati ubese uyamcwayisa yena zitha ukuthi asengephandle akahloniphe yonke imibandzela ekutokela ngephandle. Lofaka ekhatsi ukuthi angatsinzani nabofakazi bembuso kuleminye imibandzela. Esicelweni sakhe sekutokela ngephandle zitha watisa inkantolo ukuthi uyagula lokumbangela buhlungu lobukhulu elinyaweni lwakhe langesencele. Zitha watshela inkantolo ukuthi ekhulu ukuthi bamnike amaphilisi ebuhlungu kuphela kanti akamsidi ngisho nakancane. Wayadisa nekuthi angakaboshwa bekazalashwa ngemakhatsakhatha esindvu kodwa wasuyema ngemuva kwekuboshwa. Lo msolwa watshela inkantolo nekuthi uneliswalo letinyanga letintsatfu lekumele alinakekele kanye nababwakhe longasebenti. Umbuso ubekadze atsandze kwati ukuthi ingabe lendzaba ebhayili kufanele initiwe ngumantshi noma inkantolo lenkulu njengalokhu lalamanye alamacala labhekene nawo Zitha afake ekhatsi kubamba inkuzi asebenzisa sibhamu. Zitha wadiphendvulela wathi inkantolo yamantshi ingayiteka lendzaba njengaloku ngiyo leteka licala labhekene nalo kanye nalabanye basolwa kuleli cala. Zitha bekamelwe ngummeli wakhe Linda Dlamini kanti umbuso umelelwe ngumncedisi Dlamini. Etindzabeni kubika Fortune Dlangamandla isenkantolo kamantshi eMbabane.
Solo siyachubeka sibhedlela sakalu commission nokuniketa lusito lwetempilo emimangweni mahala. Esibhedlela sesivakashele imbangazwe emphakathi waseThundini ngaphansi kwenkundla esemadlangeni phisi ukuthi awuniketa lolu sito.
Lukhetho nxumalo lobuyaka lo commission uthi injongo yabo yokuletha lolu sito lwetempilo emimangweni ngokuthi nalabo labangakhoni kuya etibhedlela nalabo labede imali tekutelaphisa baluthola lesito lwetempilo.
Losito lesilethile kubantu labangakhoni ukufinyelela esibhedlela labanye babo bede dodwa imali esibhedlela. So sicela sibonga lokhu sisibambisane nemasonto ukuthi asivumele ukuthi sitesito site emaswati njengoba nelibandla liyadzinga ukuthi lisitakale livula uNkulunkulu lohamba.
Yakhamiti tasembangazwe tibulale emabhodlela kulesibhedlela ngelisito lesilethe kulomango.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu kulaba ka commission, sibonga ukuthi basonzele dude nathi lamakhaya ngoma thina isikhashane nalesibhedlela.
Jabule kakhulu nalabo elisonto siyababonga kakhulu ukuthi basonze lesibhedlela sisitakele kakhulu.
Sibonga kakhulu bangathina nangemuso.
Lesibhedlela besiniketa lusito kulo lonke lihlobo lwegula siphinze siphe nalabo abadzinga tilo temasonto kanye netibuko temehlo mahala. Etindzabeni Eswatini TV ngibongozi Magagule Mbangazwe.
Emaphoyisa abambisene naletinye itinhlangothi yasukumise umkhankaso emgwaqweni eMbaka. Umkhankaso loxwayisa kabanti ngetindzaba tekuthumela imilayeto noma timali tekuchumana ngaphandle kokucabangisisa kahle. Isiqubulo salomkhankaso sithi think before you post. Bona inkosi Simelane liphoyisa libekathe lihola lomkhankaso lithi lokhu kulandzela ukuthi kuletikhathi temaholide akhisimusi abamaningi emathabelangoti labese yathumela imilayeto etingcingweni kuluthwe sive kuthi kukhona lesikuwinile lokudzinga ukuthi kube khona imali loyithumelako kucala ngaphambi kokuba ufakelwe le mali lothenjiswa yona nguletigangi.
Kulandzela ukuthi isikhathi semaholide akhisimusi sevele sicalile, amaphoyisa ngekubambisana naletinye itinhlangothi asukumise umkhankaso emgwaqweni eMbaka lowexwayisa kabanti ngekusebenziswa kwetingcingo noma ke tekuchumana. Bona inkosi Simelane liphoyisa lelichuba lomkhankaso lichaza kabanti.
Mlayeto yasetingcingweni takho caphela kwekuthi loyo mlayeto lo uhambisako ingabe udeni kungoti bekwenta bucala noma futhi awunawuchafata inla ngekuthi uthola imlayeto lethi sale uchafata sewuwine info letithike longakaze watingenela ngiyo ke imlayeto lesihambisako la nawe ama stakeholders lakhona nawe ayihambisa imlayeto esiveni njengoba solo siyagcizelela kuphepha kwemaswati asahambe tindzaweni ngekwehlukana. Yebo siyayikhulumisa indzaba yokuthi basesuke emakhaya akube tindzawo letiphephile angasale emakhaya odwana ngoba uyathola kwekuthi igebengu noma lapho uswelaboya setithatha emathuba nasemadolobheni uswelaboya siyabona kwekuthi setigcwele ngekube muka imali labanye nangako futhi kwekuthi babaluthe bathathe wona lamagrosa sebathengile.
Lo mkhankaso ke kubhekeke ukuthi uchubeke kude kube ngilesihlanu evikini lelisetulu. Umbiko uhlanganiswe ngithembelihle Magushwa eMbaka.
Kutemidlalo mapalane wenhlangano yebalandzeli bebhola lapha eveni Knowledge Ngwenya uthi basacele kuhlangana nenhlangano lengamele kudlalisa imidlalo yePremier League kude batobonisana indlela abonompembe labanganciphisa ngayo emaphutha basaphethe imidlalo yakaPremier League. Ngwenya bekakhuluma ngemuva kokuthi balandzeli belicembu leMbabane Swallows bangene ikhathi enkundleni ngemuva komdlalo wabo nelicembu leMbabane Highlanders lapho bagijimise khona nompembe kulandzela ukuthi bangavumelani netinqumo latithethe kulomdlalo lokwende ukuthi licembu leMbabane Swallows likhale phansi ngemagoli 2-1.
Ade ukuthi akubukwe the root cause sisho njalo nathi lesimo lesi sitawuqhubeka sibe khona even uma ngabe kungabokwa le root cause. I root cause asingabhithi by the bush. I root cause borafela bentu umsebenzi wabo. Rafela na lineman aba communicate kahle but okhona ukuthi konke kwambe kahle. We were so much disappointed ngoba sasikhona lapha kulomdlalo si-initial supporters committee ebalandzeli sibukela nathi sibona konke lokwendekako basifakile isandla borafela sikube nalomsindo sisatawucela kuye nakuye Makhanya waka-PLE kucela ukuthi ngabe singasontsela njani kulaba ababuke borafela vele siyadzinga kubabona to promote kokuthi akuhambe tintfo kahle.
Ngalito temidlalo siyathi phetha tindzaba tetfu lomhla ehlelweni asibohlwele temakethe nasibuya sidabe sikhulumisana na Khitsiwe Mhlongo losuka ka DSTV Eswatini sinjine semusedulu.
Why should we pay our TV license?
The content on our local television is actually more up to date. The industry is enhanced.
It is a criminal offense not to pay your TV license and attracts a fine of 500 emalangeni or 6 months imprisonment.
And the industry is definitely blooming, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we have for you. But we'll be right back just after the break and we'll give you more of Missed Fee.
Pay my TV license. That's why I can enjoy the benefits of an enhanced industry and keep track with recent transformation.
Mommy, who paid for a TV license and what are they paying for?
The owners of TV set and a gadget with a tuner like DVD set have to pay.
Pay your TV license at NetBank with the details provided on screen. Or use your cell phone via the mobile money pay. You could also visit your nearest post office and pay there. Pay your TV license via Eswatini Mobile Imali. Any TV device retailer can purchase a license to trade. Pay your TV license and enhance the industry.
Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store. We're good together.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back. Sivusele na ulo sanza kusivulela ubukela hlelo Kusile Breakfast Show this Tuesday morning. This is the 20th of December 2022. Besivele ukuthi sidabe sikhulumisana na sales and marketing representative ka DSTV Eswatini Khitsiwe Mhlongo tosichazela abantu njengema shows noma ngema programs la masha la tawuqala today. Nathi lamanye tawuqala eminyakeni lodako. Good morning and welcome Khitsiwe. Yeah, kusiphatheleni namuhla tinhlelo letinsha bengibuka nje lana I'm excited about Big Brother Titans ukuthi iyaqala very soon. Just tell us more about the new programs on DSTV.
I think I'm literally here to unbox Christmas for Emma viewers at DSTV Eswatini. It's been a long year. And we always know that once the tree has been put up, you always want to know what's in that box, what is mommy or daddy giving me. So I'm also here just to tell my customers to say what they can be able to expect for Christmas. So for starters, Christmas, we have launched it. We launched it yesterday. So now we'll customer like a multi-choice Eswatini. There's a surprise that you probably have seen. Go to Ndobegis. Nangabe access. Nyalo so yakhona kubukela ema channels aka family. Now ka family ubukela aka compact. Now ka compact ubukela aka compact plus. Now ka compact plus so ubukela aka premium. So that is the gift that we've given our customers because it's an upgraded. So the only thing that they have to do is make sure that they stay connected. Unga disconnect utokonak enjoy. Lokho kutendekela automatically. Now mhlambe uyangiva ngiyakhuluma yana bonga ka subscribe. This is your opportunity to run to any office to say I want to renew my subscription. By doing that, automatically you're going to get the upgrade. However, nangabuva ngathi sofuna kwehla, you won't qualify for the promotion. Umva ngathi, okay, ngifuna save imali because nibukele ama-channel angetulu. Unfortunately, that won't happen. So that is the gift that I'm giving to my customer multi-choice Eswatini to say, now see an upgrader free of charge. The promotion iqale itolo, idoze irana up until the 24th of January. So I don't want parents to stress. Back to school, asinamali ebhadala subscription. Make sure usinga December ubhadala so that you can still be able to enjoy great channels even in January because nyalo ndixoxele ma channels ma shows lamasha loqala.
Okay, yes, njengoba sengivethile ukuthi one of the shows that I'm excited about is Big Brother Titans. Yakumbuka ukuthi Big Brother has a lot of audience. Bamla abaningi bayathanda, especially all over Africa and the world. Mhlambe kusichazela nje abantu ukuthi ihluke ngani lena because ukuthi kuna Big Brother Africa, kuna Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother South Africa, lena ihluke kanjani?
I just want to backtrack a bit because Big Brother ukashanyana. And I know the reason why you're excited about it. But just to talk about new shows like Itolo, which our viewers love, our Tanzania and Lesman. Itolo is Real Housewives of Durban. Remember, this year we've had a bumper season. We had the Real Housewives of Durban, of Cape Town, of Lagos. Now we have Pretoria. But season 2, so we like Real Housewives of Durban. We've seen new faces. Our favorite faces are coming back, like Bola Tonko Bakona, Bosarusha Bakona, Bonontu Bakona. But there's new faces we're seeing. Bona Makumalo, Les Matela Gu, Babem Selegu, Tandones Temp Ukona. We know Londi London, who's a singer. And obviously, being season 2, we expect the temperature just to go a little bit higher. So the first episode, Itolo. So they took us to Sun City, and they're coming out guns blazing. But sometimes siyacabanga ukuthi le content esibukela ka multi-choice yala kithi nje eAfrica or yabo nobody's watching. Bravo, which is a broadcaster from the US, took a liking to the show to say, okay, we saw what season 1 is doing. These girls are coming guns blazing. So they can even keep our girls, give our girls here in the United States a bit of challenge because, you know, we adopted that franchise for Atlanta, the house of basketball from them. So now, even if the United States is already honing on these shows, you can see there's an opportunity for us to start exporting our content to other countries. Secondly, we have another show that rocked the country, which was The Wife. We have an official Makoti Umage Mavimbela, who is the leading actress. But what happened is Siyakumla ukuthi yaqala ka-Showmax for the longest time. In September sabuya sabimedela ukuthi no season seyibuyile ke-Showmax available compact. Because again, I am Mother Christmas. Iqalele futhi bese siyahlisa sifaka access. So noma ngabe ukuyiphi bouquet yaka multi-choice Eswatini udakhona kuyibukela The Wife. Iqalele itolo mhla ka 19. Yona kude ayibukela Monday Tuesday idlala for 4 days. So good indlela ukuthi ungathi kude la ndakhona ukubukela kule festive season. We've tried to cater even for our lower tier bouquets. This is a show that has broken all records in terms of the awards that it has gotten in terms of the streaming from our custom because teenagers say TV mina TV asayibukele emakhaya lokho si busy we always carry our cell phones so we watch TV on the go so what better way to enjoy the content on your phone than to be stuck at home so please now customer ngabona access ongasathuki stay tuned lamhla channel 163 which is Mzansi wethu you'll be able to catch on The Wife.
All right. So anything for the kids? Ngiyatloka ukuthi kuba khona plan mhlambe niya ba accommodate nabo bamfana especially because bavalile etikolweni nabo they want to have something to watch during the holidays. Kukhona mhlambe
Definitely. Look, we do have especially onke ama cartoons avulele onke ama bouquets at this point in time. So kucela nje kubadala ukuthi please make sure that your kids are watching age appropriate content. These shows engicela akhuluma ngabo PG-16. So ukhanda umfana lohleta na 6 years abukela The Wife noma umfana lona asobukela Housewives of Durban. It's not age appropriate because the language ishubile. It's not good for them. Kanti lama shows abo bawathanda bona. I'll make an example. Over the weekend we were at the Swazi Plaza doing activation with the kids. You should have seen when we because we had music for their cartoons. As they coloring, they were singing to their songs. I'm thinking, okay, so it's not like mapiano ba abawati. But they really appreciate their own songs. So as a parent, if we can, let's try and give our kids age-appropriate content. All those things. Download the app. So even if it's on your phone, you can be able to give your kids the phone. Cartoons. Coco Melon Coco Melon so bugs. give them the app but connect to lama channels. Nyalo nje siya travelisho, can't suka la kaya maybe senhlangano. How do I keep the kids busy? Nana the app, you're going to download the cartoons app. As you're driving, they can be watching the content instead of having kids laba restless and doing. So that's another way that they can be able to enjoy the content.
All right, so ngifuna nje ukuthi uchazele your customers about the app, but before you get there ngifuna sicela nje sibuke nayo indzaba ye-PG nama-PG settings because I know ukuthi onke ama-decoders nama-PG settings lokuthi ngiyathi lokuthi batali bafisile lokuthi ba-restricted abamfa babo ukuthi bangabukela amanye ama-shows. How do they go about? Ucala upressa ini nje kule remote?
Okay, kumele lake lulu. Onke ma-decoders, whether you've got the normal HD or the Explorer, you can be able to block either a channel or you can block a show. So press the blue DSTV button on your remote. Kuba nema remote control settings. Then you go to parental control. Find a cell phone, you could just go to parental control and then you put a pin. Ungafaka any pin that you desire. It's a 4-digit number that you have to put in. Siyabati ukuthi naso ungasekho so sekitchen. They always try and fiddle. They do a couple of attempts bese iyablogeka. Don't stress. Our WhatsApp numbers are showing on the screen. You can just WhatsApp us ukuthi ngicela isiresetheleni. Siyakuresetela le pin yakho free of charge at no cost. Emva kwaloko siyakhona ke bese uyiphinde uyifake. But ngibanga siloku umcoka is to make your kids understand why they have to watch age-appropriate content as opposed kube ngathi so valid, because they won't understand. So have that discussion with them to say why they need to watch age-appropriate content. But logo, go to remote parental control, ufake ipin yakho, ungablock a channel, noma ungablock just a particular show that you don't want your kids to watch. So kuna guide ukuthi ungifuna PG-13, PG-16 or PG-18 lodo khona kwa blocker, so that you can then go there and select ukuthi ngiphi le age restriction ofuna ukuthi bangayibukela.
Okay, so let's talk about the DSTV Now app. How do you download it? My details latingekago and sikhulume nje ngale convenience. I think so vele uzochazele ukuthi ubekisile ukuthi mabe nivakasha nenhlangano uyamdownloadela umfana ecingweni uyabukela. I think mhlambe lesingakhuluma nje more about the convenience, but nje ucela usichazele ukuthi udownloada kanjani, what details are needed.
Okay. To download the app, depending on which phone you have. If you have an Android phone, you just go to Google Play Store. But if now on the Apple phone, you have iStore, you download My DSTV app. So once you download My DSTV app, you need to create an account. So basically, it needs two things: your name and your smart card number. So Gamma, we have a smart card. When you take your decoder in a smart card, it's got 11 digits, but it takes the first 10. So ufaga the smart card number sako. So the channels that you watch on your decoder are the same channels that you're going to be watching on your phone. If it decoder yakho ekhaya it is connected, angeke app idlale. So you have to have an active subscription. Now it disconnected, wa reconnector the app yakho dobe siyakhona kuqhubeka idlale. So lapho uyakhona, take for instance, uyakhona downloader, uyakhona kubukela, you're also able to do catch up. Because sometimes season 2 or Real House of Durban, you probably don't even know what season 1 was like. You are able to go and catch up. Okay, season 1 so that you can follow the storyline as well. So that's the convenience of it. Sometimes you can't go to show doesn't she kaya and you hurrying and can't maybe outside drive. There's no need to panic. As long as you have access to Wi-Fi, as long as you have access to data, you can be able to follow your favorite shows wherever you are. Sometimes now, maybe some 17, we forgot maybe there's a breaking story. You don't have to stress because no. During your lunchtime, now at the canteen, you can be able just to browse through your shows to see what's happening, or even just to find out what shows are playing tonight. Because now in the Explorer, you can then be able to also program late, maybe after 8, but let's show after 6. You can then be able on your app to say it must record that show for you. By the time of your kaya, you haven't missed anything. You sit down, you make yourself a cup of tea, you enjoy your favorite show. So that's the convenience of the app. Okay. You can take TV anywhere you are. You don't have to be stuck at home anymore.
So how many can I register other people who and if so, how many people can I register? Manga devices like Meloguti asebenzise app.
Okay, with the app you can register up to 5 devices. So you have a TV, you can have a laptop, you can have a tablet, you can have a cell phone. But angeke sikhona sonke kuba live at the same time. So only one person can stream. Maybe in the next 30 minutes you're out, the next person can be able to watch. So that's the only difference. Only one person can be able to stream live. So mina ngabukela decoder ekhaya, abe makahle ekamereni also abukele ngeke bese ukuthi umfana ekamereni naso uyabukela. So only one person can be able to stream live and then the others can be able to watch on the decoder.
All right. So yes, let's be a Big Brother Ma Titans and other shows next year, January.
So Big Brother Titans is probably the biggest show in Africa. We first saw Gwagwabana Big Brother Mzansi, which it went very well in South Africa. Then we had Big Brother Niger, Big Brother Niger. At some point they had to break the teammates and have two groups just to show, would see this is how big the show is. So Nyalo said, no. Let's bring the two giants together. So when you bring the Niger boys and the South African girls, we are bound to have drama. There's going to be fashion. Cultures are coming together. But I think first and foremost, what's nice about it is that we have the It Boys, the bachelors from both countries who are representing, who are going to be the continuity presenters. So we have Lawrence that we know him from the river, and we have the guy from Niger. So we've catered. So if you want to binge on this is your treat, ladies. I'm giving you, this is your treat for January. It's starting on the 15th of January. It's also going to be launched over Santa Magic, but then we're going to have a dedicated 24-hour channel for Big Brother Niger. There's big companies that have come on board to partner with this show. The winner's going to walk away with $100,000. That's a lot of money. But what I've found is that such shows, they then create even future business opportunities or career opportunities for some of those people. We've seen that the last time Kona Kanje Mzansi Africa, asa actor one of the soapies, what is it called? It's a FISO. So there's certain doors that get opened for you. Sometimes I didn't win the 100,000, but you might find out of that there's gigs that you're gonna get. I mean, other people have become brand ambassadors for jeans. We see what her life, how it has turned. Now you have an opportunity to be a continuity presenter, to be a motivational speaker. So there's a lot that comes out of it. But I think for the viewer at home, you are in control. You always need to understand that. As long as I'm a customer, I'm at DSTV, when it comes to voting, I also have an opinion to say, so when the voting starts, guys, get onto your apps and vote, because you can either vote on the Mzansi Magic Show or on my DSTV app, so that you become part of it. I wish this person could have won, but good, and you only to think, oh, I could have done something. So this is your show starting on the 15th of January. You guys will have an opportunity to also to say who's going to be the winner. Is it coming to South Africa or is it going to Nigeria? Because I think that's where we want to see eventually who is the giant between the two.
All right.
Yeah.
I think in Mhlambe when you're seeing sports, because there's also the Carabao World Cup today. Yeah, today. So yes, tell us more about that.
I think in Momami. Little one. They thought now that the World Cup is over, Daddy's going to hand over the remote. Yes, we're going to try. But before Ngalangma Sports, I think we just need to say congratulations to Argentina. They really put out a great show. We know the GOAT went out the best way that he could have. But again, we're back to the normal fixtures now. EPL is back. We're starting today. Carabao Cup. As soon as they're out of the World Cup, Carabao Cup is kicking off. So we're going to be having this from today up until the 22nd. We're going to see Man City playing. We're going to see Man U playing. Liverpool is going to be playing. Burnley is going to be playing. Wolves is going to be playing. So just to say, because Christmas no. If you're a soccer lover, we're still catering for you. So from today up until the 22nd, you can still have your favorite shows to watch soccer to keep you company.
All right. To ask more information on my packages and any other information.
Okay, we are available in 3 offices. Lulu Sokonaga Manzeni, Bangastinzaga 2505-9706. Besa Ekable Sikon opposite the Market Bin, Stolagalago 2417-1149. And Babane sect opposite the Webster's, which is next to Solanis Executive Lounge. Konangastinzago 2404-8062. But I think Nombola by Tanzago Makasto among WhatsApp because we're always on the go. We do have 2 WhatsApp dedicated numbers, 7681-4990 or 7826-7190. take a picture, ask a question. If you've paid, send us a proof of payment. But remember, Christmas is upon us. If you're on Compact, if you thought you were paying for Compact, now put channel 103 so you can see that now you're watching Compact Plus. If you're on Compact Plus, put 102. Tobona ukuthi oh sengibukele Mnet mina. Now got access faka 161 tobona ukuthi senga family faka 223 utobona ukuthi senga Compact. So please, I'm just saying to my customers, have a lovely Christmas. I know this Sunday Davis Bondi with 7 colors. I don't know how many colors you guys are having.
7, definitely.
7 colors. And obviously we do have a blockbuster for, we do have a pop-up channel, which is called Black All Stars, that also starts on the 15th of December up until the 2nd of January. If you like Black American boys movies, you have your Denzel Washington, you have Will Smith, we have Chris Tucker. So you can anticipate like Snakes on the Plane, The Biker. There's, if you like those Black American, Rush Hour, those kind of movies, we do have that. So this one is also available from Compact. But with what I've just announced with the upgrade, if Boga Family says it upgraded or Compact, which means you'll be able to watch that as well.
All right. Thanks so much, Kitty. Sibakhulu ukuthi ube nathi. Mbukele sokuthi vele kunengakhulu kwendekako ka DSTV kanti ke nanga bafuna ukuvaka abantu ungachumana nabo, and also they are on social media ubuta kabanti ngema packages inza abatek upgrade and downgrade abatakutshela kabanti. Let's take a break. Sitawubuya sichubeke nehlelo.
I do the most. Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni. Come on. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store.
We're good together. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back. Sibusele na losanza kuzivulela sero sichubeka nalo hlelo kusile professional isikhathi sitawudlala question and answer session lapho khona ihlangana kamhlaba etempilo WHO bebahlangene kutosiniketa nje the latest update on COVID-19 kanye naletinye tifo letikhungitha umhlaba asasilalele ukuthi bakhuluma bathini.
You were talking about a possible decision on fake next year. As you know, in China, there's an explosion of COVID-19 cases because of the easing of the zero COVID policy. So I was wondering, how do you react to what's going on in China now? And how do you see the risk of COVID-19 spreading all around the area?
I think what's not clear, and you mentioned it because I just want to check on the logic here. The explosion of cases in China is not due to the lifting of COVID restrictions. The explosion of cases in China had started long before any easing of the zero COVID policy. And I think it's very important to recognize that and we've all learned this around the world, the super transmissibility of Omicron really took away the opportunity for using public health social measures and policies aimed at full containment of the virus. And I think the world has recognized that the use of public health and social measures over the last year has been primarily to keep the pressure off the health system while you get vaccination levels to the highest level possible. So the use of public health and social measures has changed dynamically over the course of the epidemic. When we didn't have vaccines, public health and social measures were exceptionally important because they really kept people, especially the most vulnerable, safe from the virus and allow people to get higher standards of care. As vaccines came on stream, we started to have opportunities to provide more protections, particularly to the vulnerable. But at the same time, as vaccines came on stream, we started to see the emergence of significant variants that had both the capacity to spread more easily, thankfully not be more severe, but did show signs of vaccine escape if, for example, people didn't have a full course, if there was a long time between their last vaccine, especially in older and vulnerable people, more than 6 months since your last vaccine. We could see in the data, someone maybe Kate and Anna Maria and others will speak to this, but we see that falling away of full protection against that. What is clear is that a full course of the available vaccines, particularly with a booster in the case of older persons or vulnerable people, provides a very high level of protection from hospitalization and death. And there is data from places like Hong Kong that show that the inactivated Chinese vaccines, with the addition of a third dose, performed very, very well and in comparison as well. But it did require that third dose to show that effect. But also, like all vaccines, there's a waning immunity. So it doesn't really matter what your vaccination level is. There's also, and again, I'll ask Kate and others to come in, it's who you vaccinated, how many times did you vaccinate them, when did you last vaccinate them, and increasingly will be, which is becoming into the picture, is which combination of antigens are you using in the vaccine, right? And so all those questions become relevant. But I do think, because there's a little narrative at the moment that in some way China lifted the restrictions and all of a sudden the disease is out of control. The disease was spreading intensively because I believe the control measures in themselves were not stopping the disease. And I believe that the Chinese authorities have decided strategically that that for them is not the best option anymore, and that they need to, and I hope they will, and I hope this is the case, will refocus on the other part of the strategy, is to use public health and social measures for what they're supposed to be used for, which is to release pressure off the health system, but not putting too much pressure, as Dr. Tedros said in his speech, on the social and the livelihoods and the economic side of things. You have to balance the public health and social measures for their public health benefit versus the price you pay socially and economically. But you do that while at the same time rapidly increasing your vaccination levels across the population and especially in vulnerable groups. So the question, I think, and the challenge that China and other countries still have is, are the people that need to be vaccinated adequately vaccinated with the right vaccine and the right number of doses? And when was the last time those people had a vaccine? It's very, I know I'm being very, I sound like I'm being very simplistic here, but you know, sometimes public health and epidemiology is very easy to explain, but it's really hard to do. It's really hard to deliver that. Saying that sounds easy, but actually delivering on that is a very difficult thing to do. So shifting and the difficult thing in public health is to be able to shift gears, be able to play the game that's in front of you, not the game you were playing yesterday. Is to play the team that you're playing right now, not the one you expected to be on the pitch. And I think it's very important that we look to what the virus is doing and then what the tools we now have, and mix those tools in a way stops the virus when you can and when you need to protect vulnerable people, protect the health system, vaccinate those that you need to vaccinate, maintain surveillance so you know what the hell is going on. And if you can do those three things, you get to live with this virus. And I think countries like China and others are going through this period now in the winter where there's more pressure. We don't have as good a surveillance. And countries are having to make, I hope, what are sound strategic choices and commit to those choices. But I just don't think it helps if we say the explosion of cases is because China lifted the restrictions. I think the increased intensity of transmission was occurring long before there was any change in the policy.
It's to come back to the fundamentals. It's coming back to the fundamentals of we know what works, and it's applying those all of those different types of interventions appropriately for that population. So within China and elsewhere, we have to utilize these tools most effectively. So it is about using testing appropriately, getting patients into that clinical care pathway, having access to antivirals so that those who do get infected don't progress to severe disease or require hospitalization, advance to severe disease and burden the healthcare system. We certainly expect that there will be cases that will increase, but we can prevent those cases from becoming severe. It's about ensuring that patients or people who are infected do isolate. And what we are seeing is that people around the world who are infected are isolating at home. Their family members or those close contacts are staying home if they're unwell. And so that works in terms of preventing onward transmission. These are the fundamentals. We can't find all cases or stop all transmissions. That's not the goal, but we can take the pressure off the circulation of this virus and the pressure off this virus to continue to change. It's to ensure that vaccination is reaching those who are most at risk. And as Mike has said, to make sure that those who are over 60, those who are have underlying conditions, those who are immunocompromised, our frontline workers receive the full course of vaccination according to the schedule that they need. It's not just about if you got 1 dose or 2 doses. making sure that you receive that full course. And that's what needs to increase in China, but also elsewhere. In every country of the world, we're missing critical people who are in vulnerable categories who have not received the full course of vaccination. And this is a key message we have right now.
Bengiyo-ke inhlangano kamhlaba etempilelo ye-WHO isiniketa nje latest update on tifo letikhungisa umhlaba lokufaka ekhathi COVID-19, i-monkeypox kanye naletinye tifo. It's 2 minutes before 8 o'clock. Seliphethe lapho ihlelo lefika lomhla ekuseni isibaya kakhulu ukuthi ube nathi kanti uma usonza ukusivulela ungakhathateki usengakhona ukusibukela ka-YouTube. Kanti solo sakhumbuta ukuthi lohlelo Kusile Breakfast Show kulicala ngensimbi yesikhombisa ekuseni kutawute kushaya mhla ka 10 January 2023. Nisele kahle, sinibona kusasa.